What's up, everybody? Tyson Roush. Let's talk Jets. I hope everybody's doing excellent. Holiday weekend is flying by, so hopefully you get a chance to hang out with family and friends, enjoy some sun and fun. Looks like there's some rain heading to New Jersey. Hopefully it doesn't kill the fireworks. But it's barbecue season, man, and anybody that knows me knows I'm a crazy Jets fan, so you always get the same questions. But this is the first time when you could walk into a barbecue or party and you're excited, man. You're like, hey, you want to talk sports? You're not talking Mets, right? Prime time. You're not, the Yankees is a boring season. Everybody's talking Aaron Rodgers and the Jets, right? So, and usually you have your head down. You're like, hey, well, maybe if Zach Wilson can do this, or maybe Sam Darnold can do this. It's like you walk in like you want that conversation, right? Like you want the smoke almost, right? You're like, hey, let's talk football. I'm down. But the question that always comes up is, do the Jets have enough? And my answer, without having like the green colored glasses on, is yes. And there's a litany of reasons why. And that's not being a homer, it's not being whatever. They're just facts. But there are some questions. Now, no team in the NFL is perfect. Every team's going to deal with adversity. Hell, the Jets already had Chuck Clark out for the year, right? But it's just a matter of, do you have enough legitimate game-breaking talent to compete week in and week out? And the Jets have that. So when you have three stars in Garrett Wilson, Sauce Gardner, and Quinn Williams that are legitimate, on the top of their position, they're rising stars. Then you add in an all-time great quarterback. That is enough, and right there to say, you know what, you're in the mix. So the questions that I have, though, are, if you were being completely transparent, is that first and foremost, the offensive line is a concern. Now, they have talent, but there is a lot of ifs, and that's when you start. It reminds me of years past where you'd say, well, if this, and if this, the Jets will win 8 games. Now, all my ifs say if this unit plays very well, this team is winning 12 games. So you look at the left tackle position, Dwayne Brown, I think is going to be the starter as long as he's healthy. I don't think there's going to they can call it a competition to keep Becton, in the mix and motivated, wherever else. Dwayne Brown's going to be your starter because he's one of your 5 best players and he can't play the right side. So now the question goes to the right side is, well, first off, how well will Dwayne Brown play? I think average play is enough for this year when you have a quarterback that can get rid of the ball and can manage the offense, and you can scheme around any deficiencies with a very good offensive coordinator. The right side is Becton. First of all, will Becton accept the position? Will he say, you know what? Okay, this is my spot. I'm going to play my ass off to make as much as humanly possible and also play 17 games? Or does he say, you know what? This is not where I want to be. I want to play left. If not left tackle, trade me. Now, I hope that's not the case. Like, I'm rooting for Becton. He lost all this weight. He's doing a lot of good things. He has the us against the world mentality, or me against the world mentality. But you just want to see him embrace it, stay healthy, and just dominate. And then it's just like he's going to make a crazy amount of money if he does so. If he doesn't work out that way, then can you expect out of Max Mitchell? Had the right tackle position. Who is going to be the right tackle? So that's your first if, right? Second one is AVT is coming back, and AVT can play at a Pro Bowl level, which is exciting. And that's what you want. And that for me is like, I'm assuming that's going to happen. Is that fair or not? I don't know. The center position, it's either going to be a Connor McGovern, who was average at best last year, or a rookie, and Tippmann. So that right there is, okay, who is going to be the starting center, and how can they play alongside their guards? Now the guard, Laken Tomlinson, who, we thought was a Pro Bowl caliber guard, did not play well last year. So the expectation is he should be a lot better this year, especially with this quarterback and this coordinator. So you say, okay, you have a Dwayne Brown who could be average. You're hoping for an improved Laken Tomlinson. Tippmann, I think the Jets want Tippmann to be the starter because he's so strong and athletic and a great communicator, and you can make him your anchor for the next, 5 years? You have, Tomlinson, hope you play better. You're hoping to have solid play at center. You're expecting very good play from AVT. And then a right tackle, you're not really sure. So the uncertainty around the offensive line. So if you had to, incorporate 3 new starters here, they need time to gel. And you hope that time is in training camp. You hope they get time to play together in preseason. And that's where the Dwayne Brown injury makes things interesting. If he's not ready for a couple of weeks, who's playing left tackle? There's a lot of moving parts there. So my early concern is the offensive line. If they can work the kinks out in the first 4 or 5 weeks of the season, and they get stronger as the season goes on, and they start dominating towards the end of the year, and they make the run, it's fine, because first of all, you want to be able to establish the running game, which you have to do. You can't be one-dimensional with Aaron Rodgers. And the other thing is you want to protect Aaron Rodgers. Yes, he's mobile. Yes, he's quick. Yes, all these things. You don't want to see teams teeing off on him. So in terms of the offense, I think they're going to be okay. Offensive line is a concern, but they have enough talent where they could add more pieces. I would go for Dalvin Cook. I had this argument Friday night with a fan where it was like, listen, dude, like, is Dalvin Cook an upgrade over Michael Carter? Is he an upgrade over Bam Knight? And then if you want to talk about Izzy, the rookie, I get it. But you also got to keep in mind, blitz pickup, pass protection, learning the offense, learning all these different things, the speed of the NFL. So if you want to go, I want to go with a known commodity. I've wanted Fournette, but if you want to upgrade at running back or add another piece, I'm cool with it. If you wide receivers out there that you want to get, I'm cool with it. Like, there's never enough talent. You could always keep adding more. But status quo right now on whatever, July 2nd, whatever, I think it's July 2nd, right? Then I'm cool with it. Like, I think there's enough pieces on offense to be a very good offense. I like the tight end position. Defensively, I mean, I was listening to WFAN yesterday, and a caller called in talking to Joe Benigno. And Joe Benigno's on one of his like old-time rants of like hating everything Mets. And the caller's like, the Jets are only going to go 8-9. And I was like, if the Jets go 8-9 this year, everybody's getting fired. Aaron Rodgers probably wants out because that's going to be an unmitigated disaster. But the reason why he said was he has no faith in the defense. And I'm like, the defense? I'm like, you have 3 very good corners, and you're going to have a relentless pass rush. The run defense could be a little bit of concern, but they're going to be playing with a lead. They're not going to be asked to hold every team to 10 points a game. I don't know, like, I would have more concerns about the offense than the defense. But I was getting ready to burp there, sorry. But so that's what his point was, the defense. My other concern, minus the offensive line, is Coach Saleh. And the reason why is he has not been in this high-profile spot where he's going to have to go toe-to-toe with some of the best coaches in the NFL and beat them. So now you have the defense that can do things, the offense, you have the quarterback. Now it comes to time management, game management, roster management, and dealing with all these personalities, and then making big-time decisions in the clutch. Can he outcoach McDermott for the AFC East? Can he go toe-to-toe with Andy Reid or Zach Taylor or any of these great coaches? And that's going to be the missing piece. Coach Saleh, who's shown improvements as he's been here, still making some mistakes, but now he has a more veteran coaching staff next to him so he can get better insight. I'm sure Aaron Rodgers can help him with some kind of things too, give him insight on different situations, but it's on him as well. So for me, it's like I like talent on the team. You could add more. The offensive line going into training camp into season, you just want to see like just a solid, stout group that plays together week in and week out. You don't want a revolving door like last year, which was a complete nightmare, and you have a lot of ifs. And then the thing is solid. Other than that, I have a lot of confidence, man. Like if you're a Jet fan right now, you can't wait for like Hall of Fame weekend to see Revis and Kletko go in. You can't wait for training camp. We'll try to go to a bunch of practices and hang out. I think that first training camp weekend, maybe that Saturday at the practice, we'll all go out and get a beer or something or whatever. But it's exciting times. I'm looking forward to it. So anybody asks you, do the Jets have enough? The answer is yes. For the first time in a long time, the Jets have a chance week in and week out to win. They have a legitimate chance to make a run at the AFC East. And the goal is home playoff game, get in the playoffs, home playoff game, and then anything can happen. You see teams making a run every year. Why not the Jets, right? So that's it. And my last story is I had an Uber driver who may have been the nicest driver in the state of New Jersey. Now, driving in New Jersey, I drive the Parkway in 287. That's like a NASCAR race, right? You're like survival of the fittest. This dude drove 55 miles an hour, uses blinker for every possible situation. He slowed down like 15 feet before the stop sign, the red light. Like the red light, when it's like yellow, you usually accelerate because you want to blow right through it. He coasted in. He was the nicest person. He yielded to everything. Like I've never seen it before. Then I realized how crazy of a driver I must be because we're just so used to just weaving around and doing all kinds of stuff. So it was wild, man. I've never been in a car like his. With the speedometer was 55 the entire time. Like it never changed. So that's it. So enjoy your barbecues, have fun. I won't be doing a show tomorrow night because it's the holiday weekend and there's all kinds of stuff going on. And I have 2 really cool guests lined up for the weeks to come. And I'll talk to you guys later.